Welcome back guys to another video of Island Gaming with G. Today we saw Doug Bowser. He have just landed in Japan. What does that mean? And we'll also talk about how Nintendo Switch just reached another milestone, this time in France. But before we do that, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let's get it. Now the Nintendo Switch is fast approaching its 6th year being out on the market. This console was released on 2017 and it was released with massive success. And what could be said about the Nintendo Switch? It broke a lot of records, it sold a lot of consoles. But going into the 6th year, we are seeing this console is starting to show its age. Primarily because it's not running some of the games that Nintendo is making and third parties making to the best of its ability. Some games are coming out running at 30 frames per second. Some of the textures, like in Pokemon and so forth, it's not the best. And because of that, fans are yearning for a new Nintendo console. They are yearning for a Switch 2, new hardware. And because of that, any little thing that Nintendo does, fans speculate, they look for rumors. And that time has come once again because the Nintendo president Doug Bowser has just landed in Japan, and fans are speculating that this means something because normally a Nintendo of America president don't really announce that they are going to Japan, and they also are saying that the last time the Nintendo of America president and all these executives came into Japan, it was for the release of the Nintendo Switch. Now, my opinion is nothing is going to happen. The Nintendo Switch is still selling well, and the Nintendo would not abandon this massive install base just like that. But what do you think? Do you think that this means something, that Doug Bowser is now landing in Japan? We'll have to wait and see. Let me know in the comment sections below. And finally, the Switch has broken another record, this time in France, because VGC is reporting that the Nintendo Switch is the best-selling console in France of all time, beating every other console. Let's listen carefully and see what VGC reported on this.
Nintendo Switch has reportedly surpassed Wii to become France's best-selling home console ever. Nintendo claimed on Sunday that 1 out of every 2 consoles sold in France last year was a Switch, according to local reports. Switch sold 987,000 units last year, taking its lifetime total to 7.1 million and overtaking the previous French record held by Wii of 6.3 million sales, according to the platform holder. The next best-selling home console in the country is PlayStation 4 with 6 million sales. The most popular system of all time in France is reportedly Nintendo's DS handheld with around 10.6 million sales. 10.5% of the 67 million French people are equipped with a Switch, Philippe Lavaux, the general manager of Nintendo France, said via Google Translate. 9 of the 10 best-selling games in France last year were Nintendo Switch titles, the company said. Pokémon Legends Arceus led the annual software sales chart. Other top 10 sellers included Pokémon Violet, Pokémon Scarlet, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Animal Crossing: New Horizons. The only non-Switch game to make the cut was the PS4 version of FIFA 23. Lavaux said Pokémon had achieved a historic year that was unheard of for a franchise in France.
So that is why it's very hard to predict what Nintendo would do or when they would release the next generation of the Nintendo Switch or the Nintendo console, because the Nintendo Switch is still selling so well. So it'll be very tricky for any analyst or any so-called industry expert to guess when Nintendo would release this new console. But what do you think about Nintendo selling the most ever home console in France? Let me know in the comment sections below. And what's your thoughts? Should Nintendo release a new console now? Let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Later.